shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome to the home of the Florida Gators, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium, better known as the Swamp. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Vanderbilt Commodores, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Commodores will kick it away to start. He'll bring it out. It's Abrams. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Florida's offense will take the first swing of the game. But Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him, and I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, David. He wants to prove to the entire college football world he's got what it takes to win this football game. This is a big test for him.
And here's the thing. Proving it is one thing, Jesse, but it's not about you. And this is a team game. Obviously, the quarterback position is so dependent on others' success, but play within yourself, make those plays, don't make the big mistakes.
Starting this drive like that is exactly what they'd hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. Here's the handoff. Oh, he's got some space. The 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Gator.
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Vanderbilt's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Looking to pass. It's Mason. Catch in the middle. It's Smith. Now they're starting to feel it. They got a first down at the 44.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Under fire. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Second down, he'll throw it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call, and they want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
The Gators will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. On the run, it's Carter. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, this defense is setting the tone early. 3 and out on the first drive, and on the first play, the second drive, they get a TFL. They are sending a very clear and distinct message to this offense. They are going to set the tone of this game.
Breaks into the open. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
We got to give a lot of credit to the offensive line there. They were able to pave the way for a first down.
And the Commodores come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Looking to throw on first down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. The Commodores have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. They'll run it from the gun. Inside the 35. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on 3rd down. The give out of the gun. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Runs through the tackle. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
I'm not a huge analytics guy, but on 4th and 1, if you're going to get pushed like that from your own line, I say go for it every time.
They'll try to sneak the wide receiver past him on 1st and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking. The Sneak scores it.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for them every play. That's my quarterback.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Fielded in the end zone. It's Abrams. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. The Gators sending the offense back to work. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. To the air, it's Mason. Zings it complete to the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. And the Gators will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Here's a return from midfield. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it, and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. Looking to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Carter. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now on first down from the 30. They're going to ride this running back. They'll give him one to the 28-yard line.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. From the gun to give, looking for room. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Commodores are moving quickly down the field. Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. Plenty of distance between him and the sticks here on second down. From the shotgun, the inside give. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. They're going to go to the air on third and short. Snagged out of the air. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Doors!
This offense needed a big play, and that is the guy that they need to go to help create a spark on offense. Awesome job.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Abrams. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
Well, he's off to an awesome start this season. Had a sack in their last game, gets his first sack right now. I think he has a chance to be a huge focal point in this defense moving forward, but let's just worry about what's happening now. This offense has to find a way to slow him down.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive. Had nowhere to go, couldn't get it out of the end zone. He'll take the safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. That's it for the period, and it's Vanderbilt holding the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. So after the break, they'll go back to work. from the gun. The running back tries to hit the hole. They'll go to work on second down after doing damage on the ground. Looking to fire. Gets it out fast. Turns it on in midfield. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big guy.
That's a ball on the play. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
As a defender, you dream about those big hits. You work hard on it in practice, closing space, getting close, and just sticking that guy and causing the fumble.
Quick release on the RPO. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. The Gators, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. That's caught. It's Montgomery. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. The Gators just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Oh, they're after him. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
How about this defense in this game so far? Already 5 sacks, and we're only in the second quarter. I think if you're the offensive coordinator, you have got to start mixing up these play calls, moving the pocket, get your quarterback away from danger because it's obvious. These offensive line, they cannot hold up, and they cannot get it done.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. It's good. It's now a one-possession game, 16-10. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Western Kentucky is getting smoked today. This is an eye-opener. It's the type of game that can just demoralize a fan base. They're trailing by 14 to Duke. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place trying to help their defense. At the 20, he's got space. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on third down. The give on the inside. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. The Commodores will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
And the Gators trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking for a gap. It's Pringle. Breaks the tackle. And the spin move was sweet and athletic, but not necessarily that productive. It'll be third and long. Looking to throw, it's Mason. Caught over the middle, it's Smith. Turning it on. They are on on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Gators are on the move. Wide receiver going in motion. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not protecting him. And sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed in the middle. It's Smith. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest. And they just kind of sneaked that one in there as a defensive guy, 3rd and 5+. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run in.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you could throw it to him on 3rd down or hand it off. And he's got the vision and the athleticism to go pick up that first, keep the drive going.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. Caught in the backfield, it's Pringle. He's going for the goal line. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
Nice job by the defense, forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
Trying to power it in. Touchdown, Florida! He would not be denied. Setting up for the extra point that will put them on top.
3rd and goal, you're going to turn around and just give it to this guy who just has a nose for the end zone. He's able to find the crease and pay it off for his offense.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. And the Commodores in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Got a man. It's Fowler. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Wants to go up top on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Fowler. Commodores with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The give from the gun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on 3rd down. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. And the Commodores send out the punt unit. Now on the return. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Looking for a crease. It's Pringle. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one.
And that last run is just a nice job seeing the hole, exploding through it. He has had a heck of a night. Now with that carry, over 100 yards on the game. That's the mark you really want to hit as a running back, and he's got that here tonight.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Brown. Still on his feet at the 45. He's loose on the right. Run out of bounds just before he
the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver. They can do that. They can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Dropping back, it's Mason. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Gator! Fit it in the window for the score.
And this offense gets another passing touchdown. And I tell you what, week 1, this connection worked. Week 2, this connection working again. I tell you what, if I'm a defense, I'm going to start focusing in on that guy because they want to find him and make big plays.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
He'll get a fresh set of downs stopped at the 31-yard line. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Looking downfield on first down. He'll pull it down. Keeps it himself and gets to first. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. To the air on first down. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say it's out of bounds, an incomplete pass. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Pulls it in, it's Carter. He gets it up to midfield, forced out of bounds at the 50.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. Grabbed over the middle. It's Carter. They get him on the ground. Late in the half, they have the first down at the 41. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Commodores have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Finds the tight end. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. And the Commodores want to crank the tempo. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. He's got it on the run. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. He's looking to throw. Unleashes to the end zone. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. Back's got it. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down. Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. No good. Boy, they could have used that field goal to draw a little closer, but still an 8-point game. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. What a scene there in Gainesville. What a fine college football game we've got.
The Gators will kick it away to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. They'll leave it with him. Can't get him to the ground.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, go get positive yardage.
The Commodores can really attack on this second and short. Back to pass. Grab near the marker. It's Brown. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
He's got him. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
And the Commodores can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. From the gun, running back on the move. There he goes. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David. They're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Commodores back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Got his man on the right. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Big third down in the red zone, and this crowd is getting behind this defense. Working that left side now. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Don't even think about sending the special teams out on fourth down and 3. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch. He gets it in. Touchdown, Vandy. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost. No problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
He's got it for the 2, and we're all tied up.
And it's more common to throw for the 2-point conversion than it is to run anymore. So you practice these a lot. You can tell. Nice timing, nice rhythm, in sync, nice 2-point conversion.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Abrams. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. RPO complete to open the drive. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. High the chains now on second and long. him at the 28. Offense working from the pistol. Off the play fake on first down, lost the throw. Got it in the middle, it's Brown. It's a seam wide open. The 10. Touchdown, Florida. And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And the returner is stopped. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Well, the last time they had it, the long field didn't bother them in the least, and they'll try to do it again. Lost a throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Fowler. He makes it up to the 20-yard line before going out of bounds. And the Commodores with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Grab near the marker. It's Fowler. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Grab behind the line. It's Fowler. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Hey, on offense, you got to know when the plays are open. That one there, nowhere to go with it after he caught the football. You start trying to juke guys, you start trying to run backward. This ain't high school anymore. And you used to be able to make that play years ago. You're not doing it here in big-time college football, though. Not good.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on third down. Forced out of the pocket. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it? The Commodores are flying down the field. From the gun. Give on the inside. Brought down at the 32-yard line. Picks up 15 yards on the play and an important first down. And the Commodores pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Catch in the middle. It's Brewer. Oh, he's got some space. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Vanderbilt.
Yards after a catch. That's what this guy gives you. That was a simple slant pass. He caught it, made guys miss, showed you the speed, and it was pay dirt from there. What can you say about this guy's athleticism, man? He is such a weapon.
Coming out with it, it's Abrams. He stopped there, but a good return coming out of his own end zone gets it to the 28. The Gators sending the offense back to work. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. They'll run it. Powers through the defender. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. And the Gators in a good spot here with second and short. They'll move the wide receiver. The play action fake. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
Goodness gracious, this is a master class, a clinic on how to get to the quarterback. The 7th sack of the game. Are you kidding me? That's a season for some teams. They've lived in the backfield.
They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. The Gators will send out the punt unit. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They evened things up the last time they had it. The defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Now the play fake. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. The Commodores decide to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. A fair catch just inside the 40. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Opening play of the drive from the 39. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Caught in the backfield. It's Pringle. Almost got it to midfield on that one. He's out of bounds, a yard short at the 49.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
Gonna run it. It's Pringle. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success on that play. Really downhill, really physical. And a nice job getting into the ground.
And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. And we'll see if they get another play off here in the 3rd. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the 4th. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down.
42 Spider. 42 Spider.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
Back to throw, it's Mason. Quickly out to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks in a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
The Gators have this offense rolling. Caught behind the line. It's Brown.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands. Get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Just keep slinging it. Got it behind the lines. It's Jackson. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. 3rd and short from the 28. Let's see if this is 4-down territory or if they just pick up the 1st here. And this is going to be intercepted. A big play in a tie game. All by himself down the middle. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Commodores.
That's the one thing the head coach challenges his team with, guys. Late in games in the 4th quarter, tie ball game. Who's going to step up and make a play? That guy did right there. Picking it off, taking it to the house.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Miami is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Sebastian isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by a field goal over South Carolina. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Looking for a huge play. Makes a grab on the shot. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. They were backed up, and then suddenly they weren't. They've got it 1st and 10 now inside the 50. Plows through the defense. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
You know what? Everybody gets energized on the whole football team when you got running backs that fight for extra yards and breaks tackles. It's awesome to watch. Everybody literally gets a little jolt of energy as that guy continues to fight for everything he gets.
And that RPO play was run to perfection. The run fake forced and sucked the defense up, and a nice job on the route by the receiver, not telegraphing that he was breaking to the inside on the slant.
Powers forward, but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Ball's at the 22. 3rd and short coming. Can the defense force them to settle for a field goal? He's able to fight his way for a couple of yards, but it'll be 4th down and 3. They're in field goal range here on 4th down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field. On 4th down, looking to pass. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. And they are looking to pull even with a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Gator!
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. We want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
And he splits the uprights, and we're tied in the 4th. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. He'll try to find a rhythm here. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Got his man. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Out of the gun, the inside give. Finds a crease at the 20. And he's wrestled to the ground. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. From the gun, he leads it with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Gets it out quickly. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. And the Commodores will try to pin them back with the punt. That leg is staying loose, already the 5th kick of the night. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They wheeled off a long touchdown drive the last time. They had a much better field position this time around. Scanning the field, it's Mason. Snagged in the middle, it's Wilson. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. This is the type of play that could be a pivotal moment. Tight game, 3rd and long coming. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He's looking to pass. Caught in the backfield, it's Pringle. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. And the Gators line up to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They weren't able to move it on their last possession, ended up punting it away, but now in a tight game, another opportunity for this offense. They'll go to the ground. Breaks into the open. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. They came out humming on this drive, and now it's first down from the 36. They'll give it to him again.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. To fire. It's complete on the right side. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Commodores come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside.
And you got to bang the timeout right here. You've got 2 left. After running the football, save as many seconds as you can to give yourself an opportunity to come back and win this game.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Back to pass. Makes the grab on the left. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Man, this is such a hard situation. That clock is your enemy, and you've got to push the ball down the field. But you know the defense is dropping back, so you can take the underneath stuff and go to your 2nd and 3rd read some, but we've got to stay aggressive.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
And it's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. I think you've got to try to win it here. Don't run the risk of going to overtime. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on third down. Fires to the wideout. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
And I like it. Very smart defense. Understanding the clock. Understanding they're going to try to push the ball down the field. Great job playing deep. Breaking on the football. Making sure that receiver doesn't catch it. Smart IQ defense.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. He gets it inside the 20 and out of bounds at the 17. The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. He leaves it with his back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Now second down, and it's as if this crowd senses they can help them get a huge stop. Got some room headed to the goal line. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. Timeout called by the offense. We have 18 seconds left. And the Commodores have it with a first and goal. They'll run it from the gun. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. We're getting deep in the game, and this is for the lead. And he curls that thing just inside the left upright. They have taken the lead in the final seconds, guys, and the celebration has erupted on the sideline. Took the lead with that late clutch field goal, and now to see if they can get a stop and keep them from tying the game in the closing seconds. He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Mason. Pocket breaking down. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.